personal trainer and nutritionist, and today I have a full body yoga inspired stretching routine. So we'll get into that in a moment. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and if you would like to contribute, there is a link in my about section of my channel page where you can send donations. Before we begin, I'd like to share an inspirational phrase with you. It says, if someone has spread a lie about you, even though it can hurt, remember, don't repay evil for evil. So, gossip and rumors have a great deal of power. You have no idea the power your tongue has. And people's lives get ruined, countries can be divided, wars get started, propaganda is evil. And this can cause wedges between friends. One person, they think they're just harmlessly gossiping. They say something, and then the other person learns about it, and it causes all kinds of issues. And instead of gossiping back, or spreading a nasty rumor about that person, or even fighting that person, or confronting them, move on. It really isn't a big deal. Like I said, it can hurt, but repaying evil for evil just breeds more evil. When there are situations caused by evil, even though it's really challenging to do, you have to fix them with love. And so, just an example from my own life, there was a family member who was spreading gossip about me, some really horrendous and untrue stories, and initially I wanted to confront them and ask them why, or even just make sure that they knew that it wasn't true, because the person had a habit of lying. But instead of doing that, I let it go. I let go of my need to defend my name. So if other people believed those rumors, then so be it, because I know the truth, and I'm pretty sure that my actions prove the kind of person that I am as well. And because of that, the gossip doesn't affect me. It doesn't hurt anymore. So when I hear things, I just kind of like, oh well, and move on. So you can watch yourself, and that's the most important thing you do, because you can't control others. You can only control yourself. So when you hear people gossiping, don't partake in it. Tell them you're not interested in spreading gossip. Even if this person is like, this is true though, tell them, that you don't want to talk negatively about others. If they persist, ask them why they're so interested in gossiping about the person, because even if you only listen to gossip and not spread it, you're still just as guilty, because it feeds the gossip. It makes that person who is gossiping feel empowered, because the reason that people do gossip is it makes them feel like they know something other people don't know. It turns off the guilt part of the brain, so it makes people not feel as guilty about things they do, and it makes them feel empowered. So you don't want to feed into that at all, because it can only make the situation worse. So that being said, we'll get right into our workout. The first thing that we have is a Revolve Triangle. So you're going to stand with your legs apart. You're going to fold down and then rotate one hand. Now when you come up, you're going to grasp your elbows behind your back, and you're going to lean back. This is going to open up the chest. Then you're going to fold down for an intense hamstring stretch. Now you're going to switch legs, beginning with that Revolve Triangle. we're going to travel to the floor for a butterfly stretch. And then we're going to add in some side reaches to open up the side of the body. So you can alternate that about 8 times. Then we're going to go into a recline twist on the floor. So you're going to lie on your side with your knees stacked and your arms stacked, and then rotate one hand back, following it with your gaze. And then before we switch sides, you're going to go into a Cobra. This is another lower back stretch, but also stretches the abdomen and opens up the chest. Then we're going to connect one leg. This is going to stretch the tricep, and it's also going to stretch the front of the shoulder and the hip flexor and quad. When you're ready, switch sides. And then we're going to move into our recline twist on the other side. Then we're going to come up into a seated fold. Then a runner's lunge with a twist. And before we switch sides, we're going to do an intense puppy pose. And our runner's lunge with a twist on the other side. And then we're going to finish with a kneel and a tower. So you simply kneel, place your fingers, and raise your arms up. And that concludes our yoga-inspired stretching routine. I hope you enjoyed it. Please check out more of my other videos on YouTube under Wellness by Elizabeth, and like, subscribe, and share.